participated in the just concluded 15th edition of the Oil Trading and Logistics Africa Downstream Week 2021 Expo with the theme Downstream in Transition, Getting Set. Our roving camera caught up with some participants at Expo, and here are some of their views and expectations from the industry in this transition era. Take a listen.
You see, the oil and gas business has become, I expect it to be more open this time around. I expect a lot of transparency in the execution of the project and the contracts and the number of deals that are going to take place.
Hi, so we will employ the new NNPC to do her best to make sure that optimal capacity production of the PMS is done.
Okay, my experience so far has been wonderful, enlightening. I've had a lot to learn. All the speakers have spoken well, and the organization top-notch.
So I'm impressed that they have been able to launch lubricants. So what they need to do now is to improve the strategy of how to sell. Because you don't get to see NNPC lubricant all over the place. They sell only in their forecourts. But as you know, lubricant sales has moved away from forecourts. So they need to get people in to ensure that they make the product available more widely.
We believe that with the NNPC now being a limited liability company, a lot of expectations are here that better governance, better relationship, and better reportage to Nigerians that actually own the company.
For the NNPC, local and international exhibitions such as OTL Africa Downstream provides an opportunity to showcase trends and the operational direction of the company to all stakeholders, and they form an integral part of our stakeholder engagement strategy. Please feel free to come sit with us anytime we are at an exhibition near you. You will not regret it. And that's our package on this segment. Please stay tuned for the rest of the program.
Hello! It is always a delight to have you join us on this segment of the program. My name is Faith Olatuboso. Did you know that the Petroleum Industry Act establishes the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority as a body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal? The authority shall be responsible for the technical and commercial regulation of midstream and downstream petroleum operations in the petroleum industry. Did you know that the authority shall have the power to acquire, hold, and dispose of property, sue and be sued in its own name? Its objective, among others, includes ensuring and promoting efficient, safe, effective, and sustainable infrastructural development of midstream and downstream petroleum operations in an environmentally acceptable manner. Did you also know that its functions, among others, include to regulate and monitor technical and commercial midstream and downstream petroleum operations in Nigeria, that is, petroleum liquids, domestic natural gas and export natural gas operations? Now you know. Please stay back. Global Crude Oil Outlook is next.
Hello and welcome to Global Crude Oil Outlook. Oil prices edged up to their highest since 2014 on Tuesday, supported by a global supply shortage and strong demand in the United States, the world's biggest consumer. The rally came ahead of U.S. inventory reports from the American Petroleum Institute, API, and industry group on Tuesday, and U.S. Energy Information Administration on Wednesday. Brent crude futures rose 41 cents or 0.5% to settle at $86.40 per barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude ended 89 cents or 1.1% higher at $84.65 per barrel. Those were the highest closes for both global benchmarks since October 2014. OPEC Plus, comprising of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and allies like Russia, is currently raising production by 400,000 barrels per day each month, but has pushed back against calls to boost output faster in response to the surge in prices. Meanwhile, the Market Intelligence Department of NNPC's London office indicated that with oil and gas prices at multi-year highs, U.S. shale producers are poised to deliver the strongest earnings since the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, so long as they did not lock in sales tied to much lower prices. While China's red-hot power and coal markets have cooled somewhat after government intervention, energy prices remain elevated worldwide as temperatures fall with the onset of the northern winter. Gasoline and distillate consumption in the United States is back in line with 5-year averages after more than a year of depressed demand, and the markets will be closely watching U.S. inventory levels. And that's it on this segment of the program. I am Owigo Okolo.
That's the package. Thanks for being part of it yet again. We hope you join us same time, same station next week. Make the best of the new week. Bye.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Kaku like to kaku. Every day must do kaku. Yeah, if you want me go kaku. If you want save me go kaku. Every time he like to reason. Even free things he go bad easy. Glow is there for you in every season. You don't have to over easy. Glow, better get that. Glow, oh that better. Glow, better get that. Glow, oh that better. Glow, better get that.
You don't have to be a Mr. Kaku when it comes to data. Get a Glow MiFi for 12,000 naira and get up to 60 gigabytes data free.
Modi? Yes, mommy. Why charity? No be market that send charity. No be those things where I thought to make it buy quick. for market?
Mama, let me call her.
Mama, I should call. What's the time?
Hello, Charity. Where you dey? Where are you? Whoa, mommy is getting impatient too. I'm very soon she'll start to get really, really angry. Share the food stuff you go buy for market. Now you want chop am? Very soon customers will start to come in and there is not enough food for them to eat. We are hurry now.
Why didn't you say that?
She's on her way, ma.
What do you mean by that? I said, why she did?
She said traffic is too much on the road, so there is no vehicle. So she's trekking.
That will not concern you. If she like me, she go for grant. The two I want to make this girl open this one, make enter my shop. I don't care what I did this now. Show me my people go buy the phone, buy down to the road their phone. Because if I close my eyes, open them, and Charity no enter, while I go bust.
Sorry, ma.
I'm a car.
Carlo, come.
Yeah, I'm allowing you to make you match up. I don't be like this as I.
Our Ewedu never read. But she used to manage Amala and Egusi.
Amala waiting.
Egusi.
Which kind of combination be that one? You don't even like me. What is it over from me now? You want me my person just destroy like that? That food no go well now.
Okay, sorry about that. Abi, you go manage fufu and Egusi because that's what is available.
You like say you be China. Me I be Yoruba boy. Which kind of talk be that one? Why you gonna tell me say?
My dear, no best. I tell you, I still go. Suffer Bushi. My Ewedu. I will be never return. As that person go market, never come. My beauty. If you come back,
I'll come back. I'm here. She won't run here. She man. But she man.
See, that person be this. If another person, so you carry person go another place. Whoa, because my food, you Charity, then you have carry rice today. You go regret say come up for this place.
Sorry, ma.
Nothing wants to eat. Where she go buy? Rara, what you cook us up? Rara, Obama, wah. You for stay for market, you for sleep there. Tell me you don't open another shop there. Tell me the thing when you want, you go buy. You don't forget saying I have one cooker. I'll be there for.
Why did you take it?
I want you want to see.
It's not like that, oh. See, hold up everywhere. There was no motor. Mommy, please give me a block. You understand? Trek. See, like, I don't know what to say when somebody had that accident. The road was.
Carry one now.
Mommy, you straight.
And then you shout, carry one of them. That thing you play. One come up, you know. Look at what happened with this. What's the time? Only know she let's say. When no sir? Koide. So when I go kill cow, I be kill. Tell me, Pammy, who can why I go enter to this morning now? No, sir. Even the morning, let me say make you buy cow, make a slaughter. Where you there? No, sir, I tell God, beg you. Men are not kill me. Bring this big no. Before I open my eye, make you reach here. No. You hear me, so? Eh? What if be all this now?
Yeah,
if you are, you say welcome.
Wait, Jake don't reach here today.
I never reach here. What happened?
No,
you buy something, no pay?
No, be so. Now, he said he give me clothes. Say, Jake say, make I make her for her. So I come to make I take a measurement.
Okay, never come.
Never come. I beg, you don't give me cold water. The trek why I trek today, I never trek her for my life.
Where did the trek come from?
From the market.
The thing, what did they happen?
I don't know. They said that one small accident I happened. Now the whole road block.
Who jam?
So where I was here. Our motor no reach front now. That's why I jumped down from inside car. Begin use my leg. The leg girl dey come this place.
So you know nothing will happen. Now everybody talk about this thing. No sir talk am. This one where they make trouble for my Charity also talk am. Yeah? So you not see the thing wey happen.
I don't see am o.
Your case be like an old woman wey go meeting. He come return. You don't know the thing when they talk there. I mean, cause accident. Because wait for Chidi to come soon. I might make you do come because I get waka today.
Hello? I cannot hear you clearly. You said what? Chef, to where you are, network is bad. Oh, you have finished repairing the motor. That is very good. Oh, no problem. So, in how many hours am I expecting you people in Abuja? Oh, I did not. Is that what happened? That the village have blade. What do I? Now, what is the problem? Do you want to kill me? What is the problem? You said that you know the house is spoiled. I said no problem. Now you say village have village. How is that supposed to be my business? Oh, is it your fault? No, it is my fault. Is it not me that give you business? It's my fault. What is the problem? Village doesn't see. Let me. If I lose all my customers to my neighbor, I will sue you to court. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. If they hear me, let me tell you. Blake my goods to Abuja, give it to another driver. Or say that the village have Blake. What type of nonsense? Don't worry. I am coming to take my oh no.
Hey there, what's on your bucket list? Would you like to travel the world, live your best life? What if I told you you could blow right this minute and do everything on that list? Airtel is saying thank you to all loyal customers. You stand a chance to win up to 100 million naira with guaranteed cash tokens in the Airtel Recharge and Blow promo. How awesome is that? All you have to do is recharge to win. For more information, dial *444*4# to enter for the draw. Everyone's a winner, so hurry now. The more you recharge, the more you win.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malts, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Maybe small wood up. That would up. I don't want to go there today. Chidi, good afternoon. Chidi, why your face be like yesterday news station?
Well done. They are moving. Is it not all these guys? They don't want my good to enter. Is it good? My job is running empty.
What's it happen? What's the problem?
See you. I carry my goods. My content. I give to this driver. I said, no, I can bring my goods to that the ones in the shop are running empty. My customers are beginning to get work. When I said no problem. When I was coming to Abuja, he said the load was bad. I said, manage it. He said the motor had blamed it. I did not complain. I did not even shout at the beginning. The next morning, I called me and said that I had finished repairing the motor. I was very happy. Very happy. I said, well, how many hours would you arrive at Abuja? When I said that the bleach have blade.
You went to have blade?
Bleach have a blade.
Bleach?
Bleach in the convert. The bleach have a blade. How is my goods supposed to get work?
Titi, why did you like this now? But not be the fault of the driver. Not the driver has spoiled bridge. You know, be blame her. Oga Chidi, make you calm down. See the way you dey shake, dey vibrate. Calm down. See as your eye dey red.
I am very calm. Very calm.
Calm easy. Be patient. Hear what you know, don't talk her. Or make you call them. Tell them make them follow another road.
That is the problem. Onyeka is very selfish. I said, okay, carry my goods, give another driver. Onyeka does not want me. Even if Onyeka give another driver my goods now, that the blade have blade, when will he get it? Hey, even I was going to They give me money to buy for. They know I'm a very good man. A bottle for them. You know that as I'm speaking to you, that almost all their goods have arrived. They are taking my customers. Nobody will take your customers. I said to them, my job is empty.
Take her easy, Ogachi. Just calm down.
I'm beginning to neglect even buying for them because.
No, calm down now, Ogachi. Control your temper.
I'm very relaxed.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nobody will take your customer. You better person. And they know say everything when they sell are original. Not the same. Now when they sell fake, now they go to fear.
That is the one you are talking. Very original.
And the way your eye be like this, when you vibrate, see as your eye red. Jamie, are you going to do business like this?
Yes, I did not hear you very well.
I say, make you calm down. So that means you go talk about business.
You want me to sit on the floor? I'm very down.
No,
I'm relaxed. Let me hear you.
Nah. Segi give me clothes. Say you say, make I swan for me. So I come now, make I take your measurements.
I dey hear you now too. Let me hear business that will have on.
And I be that now. I come now so that I will take your measurements. I mean you don't need to go take it.
This is what we call the business. In the mood that the state that I am. I am telling you that I'm losing my containers on the road. You're calling is this thing business? You want to take money from me? This is called extortion.
I mean you won't wear clothes. I come ask you if the clothes now urgent work or I don't know the day of the wedding when you won't use the clothes for. So now you make me come. Make I do one sharp for you. I mean you don't need that again. And now your clothes. I mean won't wear them. No, you won't wear them.
No problem. You people don't know when to talk of what to talk about. No problem.
Make I come take the measurements.
Come and take.
You have to be calming down, Okachi.
But to let what happened in 1930 not repeat, I will not forget.
Which happened where?
The other time I gave you cloth, what did you do? What did you do?
Okachi, that time, now during lockdown.
Okay, this is a lock-up. This is a lock-up.
You don't fat now. Yeah, but don't worry. I will take your own measurements. And now, when they see that they laugh. I won't make you stand up, go take the measurement I talk before. But no stand up, me I tell you. You don't come my shop. To your shop. Yeah, what deal? Yeah, now I will start to collect commission. Percentage. Yes. Because you go reach one time now, the customer will come in close, they don't go buy something. The collabo go sweet. Now the two of them go collabo, you go give me my. You know where to go happen. This one a better collabo be this o. So when people come take their measurement, they go eat food. I mean not be so. So the one where no chop food, I don't go take the measurement. No do that one. Who no chop? Who no chop food? I don't go take the measurement. I don't do. Why you do? Give me percentage. Yeah, Jebu. Oh yeah, I got you to stand up. Too smart. Stand up.
Ole. Look, I'm hearing you.
They don't carry.
They don't carry.
I tell you now. Thank God.
Talk. Is that how many hours?
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action, like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Give your kids winning energy. Milo Active Go. With the goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, helps them make the most of every day. Milo, the energy to go further.
Looking fresh for your date? Get even fresher with Close Up. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula. It cleans deeply, fights 99% of bacteria, and cools intensely, keeping you protected and fresh.
Protected and fresh. Protected and fresh.
Let's take a picture.
Protected and fresh.
Still fresh, still protected.
Feeling cool and protected.
All day confidence to get close.
Oh, yeah, take it close up, short to close.
New Close Up Triple Fresh formula.
Make I be on the go. I don't care for you. Make I do the go.
Your husband is listening on the app.
No, sir. No, sir. What's happening? No, sir. No, sir, what's happening? No, sir. I talk, say make we quick. Make we fast. I no talk, say make we go kill yourself. What's happening? Huh?
I just want to
No, sir. What happened to you? Ross, what happened to him?
I think a small accident will happen. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, boss.
Now him jump first. I first jump.
I mean, he get accident way happen for the key market side.
I don't know whether
No, sir.
an accident caused the road block. I just walk out come see the accident happen. One motor jam car, and him they come from back of the motor with speed. And so he jammed the motor, and the motor scattered. And so the cow died. And he also sustained this injury.
That's the way I send you. I said make you be by waiting. Cow meat. I don't talk, say make go kill cow. He.
Maybe say I need to gas that. As you call me, now I see make I follow road. Make them block. Because other road don't block. I say I follow the road. One man they drive go down. And some cow they run with the enter road. Then the man just before he go match break, he don't hit the cow. And me put my day back. Make I match my own. Your break.
Pele. Hope you are not in so much pain, eh? Have you gone to the hospital? Ross, did you take him to the hospital?
I think hospital. Now one pharmacy where they near where happen. Now they are carrying. Now they treat them. Bandage am like this. But this is small. This is chemistry treatment. This is not all. This is chemistry treatment. Pharmacy. Yeah. Sorry. You go there fine. Also, everything from my bike. The back way is everything.
Carry on. Oh yeah.
Charity.
Go.
Hey, it's so small, my hand. Beer, man. That is the difference between a man and woman. See a man. See, if you know what kind of
Sorry, no, sir.
He's even fighting to go down. You tell me that this boy will be. He did not do very well. In fact, his own is even better. Unlike my container that is still hanging on the road. Look at that road.
Chidi, sometimes I don't understand you. What you talk with that one now? You mean say your container, now you better pass no salad life, abi? What you talk with that one?
Clean your mouth. Don't clean your mouth. You want to compare my container with it? No, sir. That if you join him with the Okada, they are not up to 200,000. Chidi, listen that.
Chidi, is that your container?
What about the container?
You know, say they expect that say you come Abuja go enter.
It will enter.
No go enter. Let me tell you.
Don't.
I said no enter. You wicked man.
I will have a problem with you.
You? 1 million.
I will have a problem.
1 million of you not rich like this for my friend. Be ants.
Hey, you're my problem all this while.
I will match you.
Leave Chidi, I beg. Leave Chidi.
What did do you? You don't compare containers. You don't compare to human being. To human being life.
Okay, that is why you are playing bad player for me.
You know the come. You know go enter.
You do really come.
You know go enter Abuja. Now me talk and you go enter Abuja. No comment.
Nigeria, the pride of Africa, a country with the largest concentration of black people and the 7th most populous country in the world, with over 200 million people and 250 ethnic groups.
Our diversity also brings along with it the challenge of uniting us along a common goal, which is the unity, progress, and development of our country.
The Federal Character Commission, FCC, is charged with the responsibility of implementing and enforcing the principle of fairness and equity in the distribution of public posts and socio-economic infrastructure among geopolitical regions. Nigeria is a great country. United, our possibilities are limitless. Federal Character Commission, promoting equity and fairness.
Me and you, let's go to Ghana. Hey! Go and jump. This is Ghana. You've come here to seek for greener pastures. Make it your worthwhile.
Any guinea fowl is a guinea. Guinea fowl has nothing to do with guinea. It's just the name of the fowl. So Ghana jollof, what is it Nigerian beans?
What?
Have we made before?
No.
Jasper! Help me!
This is Kofar Mata traditional dye pit, located in the heart of Kano City. From the inscription of dates at the entrance of the place, you would agree with me that this place has existed for several centuries, producing beautifully colorful fabrics like this one I am wearing.
live magazine program, Newsline. I am Jennifer Igwe. Thank you for joining us. Now, let me start with a question. What would be your reaction and action if someone forgets a bag with 500,000 naira in your car, office, or tricycle? What really would you do? Peep to see what's in it? Raise alarm? Take it to the police? Or treat the matter as a case of finders keepers, losers weepers? Thinking? Stay on the line to find out what a Nigerian did when he found himself in such tempting situation. Then a hero, they say, is afraid to run away. Note, afraid to run away. Usually, at whatever cost, they show some level of bravery to defend and protect what they believe in or things they are committed to. Could this have been the case for the two young drivers who moved the train to safety during the attack on the Abuja-Kaduna train? For those wondering what I'm talking about, stay tuned for details of an act of bravery during that incident that many are not aware of. We will also shift our attention to an innovation by a local inventor in Nigeria. He has designed what has been described as amphibious jet car that can travel on land, water, and air. Who knows, this creation could be the unique option and solution to the Lagos perennial gridlock. You must watch the report. Then, as usual, we are showcasing successes, promos, and impactful initiatives of brands. All are intriguing and captivating stories are on cue. But first, the news segment, and Elizabeth Omoruyi will take it from Abuja. So, Lizzie, we're ready for you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. We begin with the climate conference. President Muhammadu Buhari left Abuja Sunday evening for Glasgow, Scotland, to attend the United Nations Climate Change Conference of the Parties, COP26. The president was seen off at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport by the Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Gambari, FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Khali Baba, and other top government officials. The president is scheduled to deliver his national statement at the high-level segment for heads of state and government on Tuesday, November 2, where he would highlight Nigeria's key priorities and action to tackle climate change. The conference will bring parties together to help accelerate action towards the Paris Agreement, and while in Glasgow, he will participate in some sideline events hosted by U.S. President Joe Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron. President Buhari will thereafter travel to Paris on an official visit to reciprocate an earlier one to Nigeria by the French President Emmanuel Macron, and also attend the Paris Space Forum 2021. While in Paris, the Nigerian government will organize the Nigeria-Paris Forum with focus on addressing the various gaps in global governance and putting forward new principles of action for the post-COVID world. Considered a crucial opportunity to achieve pivotal transformational change in global climate policy and action, the United Nations Conference of the Parties COP26 on climate change has opened in Glasgow, United Kingdom. Onenge Fineface reports that parties to the Paris Agreement are to reach consensus on net zero at this conference.
COP26 has opened with the understanding that the only way to have a livable future on Earth for humanity is for the world to act now to mitigate climate change, adapt to its impact, and build resilience towards a sustainable pathway.
And together, we can seize the enormous opportunities for green growth, for good green jobs, for cheaper, cleaner power. But we need to hit the ground running to develop the solutions that we need.
Let us rise to the enormous challenge of our time, this pivotal point in history, and achieve success for not just our present generation, but all generations to come.
Global warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius and 2 degrees Celsius will be exceeded
during this century unless immediate, rapid, and large-scale reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, especially the carbon dioxide and methane, occur in the nearest future.
We have to make the choice to address climate change. We have to choose the hard but necessary actions.
Top on the agenda of COP26 are climate finance, adaptation, and global partnerships to achieve 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. President Buhari is leading Nigeria's delegation to the summit, which holds from 31st October to 12th November 2021 in Glasgow. Olmengiye Fine Face, NTA News.
And still on climate, President Muhammad Buhari is advocating solution to the climate crisis in the interest of the world. The president maintains that the climate crisis will not be fixed by causing an energy crisis in Africa. Uche Ugochukwu reports.
President Muhammadu Buhari affirms that mankind has a duty to act on these dangers being posed by climate change. He noted with caution that this must not be done rashly. President Buhari pointed out that available statistics has shown that 1.3 billion Africans have access to low-cost and reliable energy is the highest of all possible concerns. This is estimated to rise to 2.5 billion by 2050. The president says Nigeria alone is projected to have the second largest population on the planet. President Buhari noted that without extra and stable power, the continent cannot build the factories that will transform Africa from a low-job, extractive-led economy to a high-employment, middle-income continent. He affirms that children cannot learn for longer and better by battery lights and any more than by candle lights. According to him, no more than the Africa of today, the Africa of tomorrow cannot advance using energy production that intermittently delivers. He is of the opinion in a rush to address climate concerns and for Western aid agencies and investors to burnish their green credentials. The people are rushing to install the most alternative of energy sources, which are often the most unreliable. President Buhari advocates the lifting of the moratorium placed on fossil fuel investments in Africa, with Nigeria pledging to eliminate illegal gas flaring by 2030, a byproduct of our oil industry, and harness it for electricity production. Uche Ugochukwu, NTA News.
Away from climate matters, President Muhammad Buhari's outing in the United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has been described as successful owing to the resolve to combat climate change, improve trade and promote investment in humanity. Benny Adams reports that the president showcased to the global community the readiness of Nigeria to receive investors in all aspects of the Nigerian community.
Addressing the 5,200 participants at the 5th Future Investment Summit, President Buhari said growing social unrest and insecurity are products of inequalities and unfair policies that exclude the majority from opportunities for participation. He admonished world leaders and global investors to prioritize inclusive and humane policies.
This is why we in Nigeria, we believe that public and private partnership should focus on increasing investments in health, education, capacity building, youth empowerment, gender equality, poverty eradication, climate change, and food security. We are quick to realize that long-term peace and stability of our country is dependent on having inclusive and humane policies.
Celebrating Nigeria's advantages in the continent, the president reminded the global community of Nigeria's size and the resourcefulness of her citizens as he made case for public-private partnerships, which he believes should focus more on increasing investment in health, education, capacity building, youth empowerment, gender equality, poverty eradication, climate change, and food security. He added that the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy is the nation's fastest growing sector with a record contribution of 2 trillion naira in a year. describing the summit as a credible forum for interaction between the public and private sectors to explore ways of advancing economic growth, development, and global prosperity. The president said Nigeria's diversification efforts continue to yield results, particularly in agriculture. On the important government policy of climate and the place of public-private partnership, the president noted that climate change has triggered conflict, food insecurity, irregular youth migration, rising level of sea waters, drought and desertification, as well as the drying up of the Lake Chad. The president's meeting with Nigerians in the diaspora gave him an opportunity to send an important message to Nigerians on his unbending determination to respect the Constitution at all times and on all issues. The president restated his determination to leave office at the end of his tenure in 2023, stating that tenure elongation is not an option, as he threw his weight behind the clamor for the incorporation of new technologies in the election process. The president's entourage to Saudi Arabia was a representation of public-private partnership committed to economic growth and prosperity of the country. In Abuja, Benny Adams, NTA News.
The national leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Senator Hamid Bola Tinubu, has described President Muhammad Buhari as a purposeful, exceptional and caring leader whose only concern is the best for Nigeria. He said this after paying the president a thank you visit for visiting him while recuperating in London. Abdullahi Mohammed reports.
It was a rousing welcome, and when the APC national leader settled down, he minced no word in expressing his appreciation to President Muhammad Buhari, who took time to visit him while recovering from a surgery in his home in London.
And wishing me well, lifting my spirits, and did what an exceptional leader would do to collaboration. That's all. That's what I came for. I'm welcoming him back from the trip from Saudi.
Stepping in after the APC national leader was the Chief of Naval Staff. He briefed President Muhammad Buhari on the completion of the building of 3 more vessels that enhances the capacity of the Nigerian Navy to deal with criminal elements within the territorial waters of the country.
It prides us as a nation that we can build something from the scratch to finish by our own shipyard. So it is a pride to us.
The Chief of Naval Staff also sought the blessing of President Muhammad Buhari to honor the Nigerian Navy in commissioning the vessels. In the State House, Abdullah Muhammad, NTA News.
Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has assured Nigerians of better days ahead. The Vice President was speaking at the 2021 Annual Convention of the King's Palace International Church, Kuje, Abuja. Shuaibu Onozo Yakubu reports.
Speaking on the theme, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo told the congregation that with firm faith in the Lord, Nigerians should expect better things to come, making reference to Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 4, where he says the Spirit of God is always in control. He calls on Nigerians to be more united.
When we say tomorrow will be better, we know that tomorrow will be better, because that is the word of God. But from the beginning of creation, God has determined that even when you begin small, or when there is confusion, the end will be great. And your end will be great in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus. And in this land, no matter how bad the situation may be, the Spirit of God is still here. And God is not asleep, He's awake. And God is still going to do wonderful things.
Nigerians should not bother, they should look up to Him. Many Nigerians, their hearts are failing them because of insecurity, banditry. But God has shown me that He's going to do a new thing. He did it in Rwanda. Rwanda was like this. There was genocide, but God changed things, turned things around, and God is going to do the same for Nigeria.
The Governor of Kuje, Haruna Tanko Jibril, commended the Vice President for the visit, assuring him of peaceful coexistence in his domain.
Nigeria is one, and we shall continue to be united. Now with that unity, inshallah, the unity will continue. So here in Kuje, we don't have religious sentiment, neither calling for religious crisis. No, we are one.
Vice President Oshibajo led the congregation to pray for divine intervention to confront challenges bedeviling the nation. From Kuje, Shuaibu, Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
In a bit of political matters, former President of the Senate, Dr. Yochia Ayu, has emerged the newly elected national chairman of the People's Democratic Party following the conclusion of the party's 2021 elective national convention held in Abuja. Correspondent Timothy Yusuf reports.
21 National Working Committee offices were contested for at the People's Democratic Party 2021 elective national convention. 18 of the offices, including the office of the national chairman and secretary, were resolved on the basis of consensus, except for the position of the office of the deputy national chairman South, deputy national chairman North, and that of the national youth leader. In the end, Ambassador Tofik Arakbaja defeated former Governor Lagunsoyo Ilola to emerge Deputy National Chairman South. Ambassador Umar Damagun defeated former Minister Mariam Ina Chiroma to emerge Deputy National Chairman North, while Mohammed Suleiman defeated Usman El Kudan to emerge as the National Youth Leader.
83, 84, the Chief Returning Officer of the 2021 PDP convention election to announce and declare His Excellency Senator Dr. Yochia Ayu as duly elected and returned as the national chairman of our great party, the PDP.
Leaders of the party described the national convention observed by INEC officials, local and international observers as transparent and credible. The newly elected national chairman of the PDP, Dr. Yochia Ayu, said the party is back to reckoning.
We have come out stronger. We are united. We are determined to come back where PDP belongs.
The newly elected NWC are to formally assume office by December 9 upon the expiration of the tenure of the current NWC. In Abuja, Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
A huge number of politicians have defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress Party, APC. Receiving the campees into the FCT APC, the Minister of State, Ramatu Tijani Aliu, affirmed that they have keyed into the agenda of second term of credible governance. Ifeanyi Izumba tells us more.
FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliu admonished the campees to support committed leadership and solid management of uncommon patrimony in Kwale, stressing that a time will come when they will not have enough space to accommodate the campees.
Continuity for second term. If that we sweep lack of development in Kwale, the proof that we sweep disunity away from Kwale, the proof that we sweep anything that keeps you away from continuity and second term in Kwale, the proof that we unite all of us.
Have no doubt, as far as the Area Council is concerned, the special grace of God, continuity is assured. We will mobilize and make sure we actualize the continuity in Quadruplet.
The campees appreciating the Minister of State for making out time out of our busy schedule to receive them, promised to be law-abiding. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Izumba, NTA News.
Now, the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, has won the Television Production of the Year Award at the 29th edition of the Nigerian Media Merit Award Grand Annual Presentation Program, hosted by the Kogi State Government. Solomon Ayeden reports that the program was attended by media icons, veteran broadcast journalists, with more than 50 categories of awards won by outstanding media organizations and individuals in the print and electronic media.
29th edition of the Nigeria Media Merit Award Night featured special awards to outstanding and deserving media icons as well as practitioners, with Newspaper of the Year won by Punch Newspaper, NBC Prize for Radio Station of the Year won by Ray Power FM, Voice of Nigeria, VON, won Radio Production of the Year, And the NBC Prize for Television Station of the Year was won by Channels Television. Doshima Pius Ekerave won the Television Production of the Year for NTA. Earlier, the Roundtable Forum by media leaders, executives, veterans, and renowned journalists, as well as opinion molders in the industry, and Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, was a deliberate attempt by the organizers of the Nigerian Media Merit Award to profile lasting solutions to challenges confronting the country. Solomon Ayedehi, NTA News.
More wins and congratulations to the NTA family. Loyalty, dedication, good leadership skills and cross-functional workplace collaboration are listed as key ingredients capable of driving teamwork and performance in the broadcasting industry. This was the fallout of a book presentation titled First Person Personal, My NTA Abeokuta Story, which brought together faces of renowned broadcasters in celebrating NTA Abeokuta 42nd anniversary. Yemi Dalimo reports.
They all gathered as members, Pioneers Forum of NTA Abeokuta. Their target is to give back to the station for imparting greatly on their life.
Because of the quality manpower that started this station, we overcame all difficulties and we're shining bright, if not brighter, than some of the older established stations.
The book, First Person Personal, My NTA Abeokuta Story, has 3 chapters with contributions from old and few current members of staff of the station. Led by the General Manager, NTA Abeokuta, Funmi Wakama, stakeholders say workers who collaborate with one another will achieve a better result than those who work alone.
They've demonstrated to us that spirit of oneness, which is what I've always emphasized at most management meetings. We cannot work in silos. It has to be teamwork.
Highlighting key components of teamwork as contained in the 222-page book, a professor of mass communication, Lai Osho, while reviewing the book, says operators of today's broadcast media need to be empowered with skills in overcoming challenges that hinder their performance.
Any organization, if you have very good progressive leadership, you are likely to have very good workforce that will get things done to the credit of the organization. That, I think, to me, is the story of NTA.
The station was established on October 17, 1979. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalimo, NTA News.
Television undoubtedly remains one of the most important medium of information dissemination. Adebola Brooksland Sunday in this report chronicles the journey towards this invention in the world. The first terrestrial broadcast signals in Africa occurred on October 31, 1959 in Nigeria.
Television is no doubt one of the most modern mass media, which historically the invention dates back to 1839 with its first public demonstration in 1927 by a 21-year-old American, Philo Farnsworth. As the giant of Africa in 1959, even before its independence, Nigeria took the lead in terrestrial TV broadcasting in southwestern parts of the country with the name Western Nigerian Television Service in Ibadan, which transformed to the largest TV network in Africa, the NTA.
It was eventually consummated in 1977 when a decree was promulgated bringing into being the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA.
Broadcasting through this all-important and dynamic invention began in Nigeria ahead of Malaysia, Singapore, Jamaica, North Korea, and Canada. In Africa, Algeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Senegal launched their TV stations in the 50s, with other countries following. The technology has continued to change as it moves from analog black and white era to colored and then to digital system, giving viewer good output as a result of quality image and sound that creates a resounding experience.
Before, no government found it easy to give license to citizens because of the fear of the unknown. There is that phobia. But here come a time where citizens are now applying, and all the due diligence are observed, and they are being able to acquire a license. I think it's a watershed in our history. It's a major milestone.
Today, broadcasting the world over is transiting from the usual TV box to mobile devices.
We are presently on a lot of platforms, wherever you are, even right here. If you have a strong internet, you can watch NTA.
This transformation has significantly enabled citizens' contribution to broadcasting through the social media. However, this comes with a major challenge: fake news.
As a journalist, there is need for you to verify, to cross-check your facts before you go on air. Do not be carried away by sentiment.
We are concerned with the level of insecurity in the country, and the media has a critical role to play.
National Broadcasting Commission, as the regulator in Nigeria, wants traditional media outfits to always verify stories before they broadcast, especially those sourced from the social media, to avoid breaching the broadcasting code. Adebola, Brooksland Sunday, NTA News.
Thank you, Adebola, for that report. Next, some sporting stories.
The 2021 Prudent Energy Handball Premier League continues on Monday at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. On Sunday, Kada Queens lost 22-26 goals to Plateau Peacocks, while defender Babes lost by 1 goal, 31-32 goals to Edo Dynamos. Meanwhile, organizers of the competition have been rewarding the best players in both the men and women's categories, with the MVP award usually given at the end of each playing day. In football, Real Madrid's 2-1 victory at Elche weekend gave the team a better goals difference of 14 to top La Liga, with all the top 3 teams having the same 24 points each. In the German Bundesliga table, Bayern Munich retained top spot with 25 points from 10 matches. In the English Premier League, Leeds United earned 3 points at Norwich on Sunday. Chelsea are still number 1 on the English Premier League log, having amassed 25 points from 10 matches. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace's 2-0 defeat of Manchester City has contributed to more racist abuse on black players, with Wilfried Zaha the latest victim. The 28-year-old Crystal Palace forward said he received racist messages on Instagram on Saturday night and wants authorities to take action instead of the usual sympathy. "I don't mind abuse because nowadays it comes with doing the job I do, even though it's not an excuse, but my color will always be the real problem. It's fine because I will always be black and proud," he said. Zaha is the first player to score 50 top-flight goals for Crystal Palace on Saturday. In tennis, Novak Djokovic will play both the singles and doubles at next week's Paris Masters, his first competitive tennis after his defeat in the US Open final to the Russian Daniil Medvedev. The 34-year-old will be the top seed at the Masters 1000 event, where he is a 5-time champion. On the Serbian's decision to play the doubles, Guy Forget, the tournament director, explains. He said he will commit himself to play for the Davis Cup for his own country. This is why he wanted to play doubles here. We don't often see him play doubles, so we are delighted. More sports update, Amanzi Marcus, NTA News.
Body of former Minister of Agriculture, late Abba Saidi Ruma, has been laid to rest in Katsina in accordance with Islamic injunctions. Awal Hali reports that the deceased died last Wednesday at a hospital in London.
Late Abba Saidi Ruma was born in Bazari Town, Katsina State in 1962. The deceased was a former secretary to Katsina State government and a one-time Minister of State for Education. Late Abba Saidi was also a former Minister of Agriculture and Water Resources under the administration of late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua.
Between us and him now, we can only pray for God to be merciful to him, to forgive all his sins, and to reward him with Jannati Firdaus.
It's a great loss, not to his family alone, but to the entire country.
The funeral prayer at GRA Mosque in Katsina was led by Sheikh Aminu Ibrahim Daurawa. The remains of late Abba Saidi Ruma were buried at Namarna Cemetery amidst prayers for the repose of his soul. He left behind his wife and 8 children. In Katsina, Awal Haliru, NTA News.
And that reports ends the news segment of the program. And don't forget, the campaign against rape is still on. Take action against rape and rapists. More reports with Jennifer after the break. To stay with us.
Bracket Plus is here, and every day is now Christmas. Existing Glow customers will get 400% bonus on every recharge and 100 MB data bonus on first recharge of the month. New customers will get an unmatched 1,000 Naira welcome bonus. To activate, buy a new Glow SIM today or dial *777# for existing Glow customers.
What if you stumble into an opportunity at your own convenience? What if you stumble into a friendly stranger and all you had to do is wave? What if you unlock the opportunity of a lifetime with this new acquaintance in a branded shirt? What if all you have to do is your favorite things in your favorite places? Shopping at the mall, having a weekend getaway, or going to the movies? Your future is right outside your door. We're closer than you think.
Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle. I know be lazy person, but life is just a not big basketballs. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe, say, I go surely prosper.
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
The NECA's network of entrepreneur women new cordially invites the general public to its 2021 summit. Date, 2nd and 3rd November 2021. Venue, NECA House, Plot A2 Hakim Balogun Way, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos. Time, 9 a.m. daily. Keynote speakers include Mr. Bayosani, Chairman, New Women's Microfinance Bank, Janet Adetu, MD CEO, JSK Consulting Group, Honorable Adulumi O. Ononuga, Chairman, House Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. Yemisi Iranuye, MD CEO, Sultry International Company Limited, Mrs. Mudupe Oyekule, ED, Masterpiece Resource Development Center, Taiwo Oluleye, Acting MD, Pan Nigeria Limited, Mrs. Buki Adeyemi, Chairperson, 2021 Summit Planning Committee, Announcer.
The Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, and the management of the National Broadcasting Commission hereby invite members of the public and all stakeholders in the broadcasting industry in Nigeria to the switch on of Kano State from analog to digital terrestrial television broadcasting platform, scheduled to hold as follows. Date, Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. Time, 11 a.m. prompt. Venue, Coronation Hall, Government House, Kano. Chief Host, His Excellency Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, OFR, Executive Governor of Kano State. Host, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting. Announcer, Malam Balarebe Shehu Ilela, Director General.
Those wondering why Schweppes now comes in a new ginger flavor, experience tells us. The boldest flavors have the most character. Introducing new Schweppes Ginger, a new flavor made with over 200 years of experience.
The Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, in collaboration with private sector partners, is organizing the first National Youth Conference covering youth from the 36 states of the Federation and FCT Abuja with the theme Youth Inclusiveness, Governance, Security, and Employment. The three-day confab, which is to be declared open by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, is host Sunday Dari, Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. Scheduled to take place as follows. Date, Monday, November 1st, 2021 to Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. Time, 8 a.m. daily. Venue, Velodrome, Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Join us at the confab as we celebrate our youth. Announcer, Ismail Abubakar, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development.
Are you ready for the world's biggest breakdance competition? Enter Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria and win Mega Millions. Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria is here.
Come back. There is a spiritual saying that do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is a story of a tricycle operator in Jos, Akila Haruna Hamid, who found a bag containing the sum of 500,000 naira forgotten by his passenger in his tricycle. Guided by his good conscience, Akila returned bag and money to the owner. Abba Abubakar Yakubu takes it from here.
Tricycle business is one of the businesses that engage by youth in Jos metropolis, as government alone cannot provide jobs for the unemployed. Akila Haruna, a 40-year-old man, is one of those in tricycle business in Jos, the home of peace and tourism. Precisely on the 14th October 2021, one of his passengers forgot his bag in the tricycle at the terminus. Akilu did not know until another female passenger who boarded the tricycle alerted him of a missing bag containing 500,000 naira. How did he identify the owner of the bag?
When I returned to the place, I earlier picked them. They were waiting for me, looking worried. I handed the money to them and they later gave me 5,000 naira as an appreciation, with passers-by offering prayers.
After returning the money to the owner, he shared his experience with a friend who insisted he must post his act of patriotism in the social media. The post went viral and caught the attention of the President, Supreme Council of the Islamic Affairs, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Sa'ad Abubakar III, who requested the chairman of JNI Plateau State to investigate the matter and report back to him. The Sultan sent the same amount, 500,000 naira, to Malam Akilu, which was presented to him at a recent Jos JNI executive meeting at the Jos Central Mosque for exemplary conduct.
I have done my investigation through the different people that I have here in the state, and they were able to confirm to me that truly that happened. We are extremely proud of His Eminence, our leader, for what he has done, and we are extremely proud to this young man who has brought Islam and youth in Plateau into the limelight, positive limelight, not negative limelight.
There is surely a reward for honesty, and honesty pays.
Akilu, who said he hires tricycle at 1,000 naira daily, encouraged Nigerians to be patriotic and be considerate like him.
Honesty pays indeed. God bless you, Akila, for demonstrating we have very honest Nigerians. Now, beyond the circulated story of the attack on the Abuja-Kaduna train, there is an untold story of the heroic acts of the two young drivers who moved the train to safety in the midst of the attack. Oyinayaka Oka tells us more.
20th October 2021. Normal activities at the Drew train station, Abuja, as the two drivers for the 6 p.m. train to Rigasa, Kaduna State get set for the day. By 6:10 p.m., these two young drivers in their 30s, Ibrahim Abdullahi and Zayanu Hashim Yusuf, moved the AK9 train with about 600 passengers on board. There was a brief stop at the Kubwa station for more passengers to board, and the journey kicked off smoothly. By 7:45 p.m. around Regina Duse section, there was a loud sound. An attack on the train by unidentified persons.
We now saw some little stone on the track where they used the stone to cover the explosion. So immediately when we march at the stone, the next thing we have,
in fact, ever since I'm alive, I've never had such type of explosion before.
The blast was followed by gunshots that shattered the windscreen of the locomotive. It was a shock, they said, but first decision had to be made for the safety of the passengers. A means was devised, getting down on the locomotive compartment to avoid the oncoming bullets and still maneuvering the train with their hands. This is a reenactment of the incident by the drivers.
When the explosion came up, in fact, the both of us were scared first. The both of us were scared, but we quickly composed ourselves.
For Ibrahim and Zayanu, safety of passengers was paramount. They remained courageous and kept accelerating until they ran out of fuel, as the fuel tank was damaged by the attack.
And what you're seeing right beside me is the fuel tank of the train. This fuel tank has the capacity to take about 6,000 liters of fuel. This is the damage as a result of the explosion on that fateful day.
We act fast. Everything happened within 38 seconds. For the safety of our country, the passengers were carrying for our own lives too.
The first thing is a prayer. Because as you can see, it's not by our power. And then even this for we to save the 1,000 lives of people is God.
Passengers were finally moved to safety. More security personnel dispatched and another train deployed to take passengers to their destinations. And no one was hurt.
Very courageous people, and they must be commended. In fact, they mortgaged their own lives for the lives of the passengers.
They did a good job because, moreover, it was even in the night.
They should be rewarded handsomely. That's hard work.
We have 33 drivers, and they receive adequate training to face this kind of emergency.
20th of October, the drivers say, is a day never to be forgotten. But did that incident discourage them from moving another train?
I never
Certainly not.
I never.
As they maintain that moving passengers on trains safely to their destination is their passion and priority.
Inspiring. Dedication can sometimes make you go the extra mile, even in the face of danger. Trust the young drivers would be rewarded for their acts of bravery. The world is set to be focusing on technology as a tool for socio-economic transformation. Nigeria is part of it and not left out. The nation is gradually reaching its pinnacle on the global stage through unique inventions that amplify the nation's title as the grand giant of Africa. I know you may just be wondering what this eulogy is all about, right? Well, it is about a young Nigerian who invented an amphibious jet car that is currently trending in the news and making Nigeria proud. Abubakar Usman Akwanga had the pleasure of chatting with Obasanjo Kehinde Durojaye.
Necessity, they say, is the mother of invention. This expression can just be an appropriate description of the innovative idea of a young Nigerian scientist, Obasanjo Kehinde Durojaye, who has just carved a niche for himself in the world of automobile design. Amphibious jet car is the latest technology with the prospect of satisfying the curiosity of many who had wondered the possibility of the creation of a means of transportation that sails the sea, flies in the air, and plies the road.
As more initiatives continue to take center stage for the test of new technology in driving the transport sector, creativity just like this will not only ease movement but guarantee greater security in the transport sector.
As a master of his own craft, Durojai drove the Amphibious jet car from Lagos to Abuja to bring the newest trending technology to the public domain, and NTA provided the platform for the young inventor to meet the world's #1 car designer, Jelani Aliyu.
I built this called Amphibious jet car out of 65% local material, made with local material. And like I said, it's designed to move on water, to move on land. For now, I'm yet to complete the flying aspects.
When you come up with a design, or you come up with an innovation, you come up with a solution, it needs to be commercialized, it needs to be mass-produced. Not every young man with an idea will have the billions of naira or hundreds of millions of dollars to execute such a project. So we need notable Nigerians with the means or with the influence to really support industrialization in terms of understanding what is it that our young ones have come up with and then taking it all the way through so that it'll add value to the Nigerian economy.
The circle for the evolution of more technology may just be a never-ending task for young restless scientists, but for Obasanjo Kinde Durojai, his many years of research and creativity is worth the prize, which must not be allowed to depreciate in value.
Many talents in Nigeria, we need to follow up on these inventors. Does the name Folashade Ajayi still ring a bell? Well, let's take you a bit down memory lane. She is the 50-year-old widow who decided to go back to secondary school in her quest for knowledge, not minding her age. In this report, Olajide Bello brings an update on Mrs. Ajayi's educational pursuit.
In early February this year, Ilorin Grammar School was the cynosure of all eyes as Folashade Ajayi's decision to start her secondary education caught the attention of many. She is presently in JSS 3 and the special duties prefect of her set. The mother of four, though, is progressing in her education gradually, she still has the zeal of upgrading her past status and be adequately lettered. Combining school with taking care of the home front has not been easy, as she is appealing to Kwara State government and well-meaning Nigerians to encourage the bold step she has taken.
I gain a lot of something here than the place I did before. The time I come to this school, I have no chance to do my work again. No anything.
Zubair Akeyede, the principal of the junior section of Ilorin Grammar School, disclosed that Folashade Ajayi has been punctual, dedicated, focused, and she has improved in her academics significantly.
The woman is improved and she's very good. So in this case, we are still want the executive governor to heed the woman, that Mrs. Ajayi Folashade, to encourage her so that it will give people an opportunity that education has nothing to do with age.
Now she's now in JSS 3. She said she wants to move on with her education. She will soon be in SS1 now, where she needs help, and then even if government can even provide a small job for her.
As Folashade strives to attain academic excellence, her bold step clearly depicts that learning indeed is a continuous process and age is not a barrier.
Never say never. Education is never late. Well done. Now, COVID-19 pandemic, though being seriously managed for it to end, came with its woes, destabilizing homes and businesses. Andrew Anyam, a victim who lost his job to the pandemic, was consoled by the special gift God gave him and his wife in form of a conception. The pregnancy birthed quadruplets on the 12th of October, igniting joy for the family. But few hours into the celebration of a successful delivery, the unbelievable happened with the death of the celebrated mother. The question now is, what becomes of the 4 children with a jobless father in Abuja? Sarafina Okon Umekwe tells us more on the babies who are still in the custody of the Maitama District Hospital.
From the story of Andrew Anyam, who joined the League of the Married more than 4 years ago with his heartthrob Kelechi Mary Anyam. Having waited for 4 years without bearing children, the couple opted for IVF with the intention of having just 1 or 2 babies, but was divinely visited with 4 babies. On the 11th of October 2021, Andrew took his wife for antenatal at the Maitama District Hospital, as she was to be admitted for observation because her blood pressure had triggered beyond normal.
When the convulsion started, the doctors were on her trying to calm everything down. They were watching, trying to monitor the BP till 10.
Doctors on call battled and were able to resuscitate Kelechi for some hours. When they, however, noticed her condition was deteriorating, a decision to save the babies through a cesarean section was taken at 5 a.m. Before 6 a.m., babies and mother were all alive until 10 a.m. when sadly the jubilation of her family and friends was cut short with the news that the quadruplet's mother had given up the ghost at 37.
It's not my wish for the social welfare to take, but I have no option. You truly need help. You want to eat their milk. When you're talking about a baby, 4 baby, anything you are buying, it has to be 4.
At the neonatal, yours truly was instructed to take off my wig, of course. I never hesitated. Meeting with the unit head, Margaret Sadiko, who told us the babies are in very good condition.
They were having mild respiratory distress, so they rushed them to this unit to resuscitate them. And from there, they have been managing them perfectly okay. And the baby, because they have average weight of preterm, the least among them is 1.35, but I think that one is almost 1.8 now, which is advisable. They can even go home. They are stable.
We really appreciate it if people will come out to give assistance to them, because with the death of the mother, there's more burden on the husband, going to fend for the children and then to take care of the babies.
A sweet and sad story indeed, but let's not make a yah and move on. We need to assist the family. Time for a break. Newsline continues shortly.
Tega, bring that chair for me.
Ready for the world's biggest breakdance competition. Enter Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria and win mega millions in prize money. Globe Battle of the Year Nigeria is here.
No problem, Ma. We will deliver the fabrics by tomorrow.
Mommy, have you seen my other shoe?
Check under your bed.
Thank you, Mommy.
As a business owner and a mom, sometimes I feel like I've got 1,000,001 things to do. Strength.
Thank you, Mommy.
The new Tasty Tom Jollof Noodles makes cooking one less thing to worry about. Tasty and delicious jollof noodles, just the way I like it.
Something smells delicious. Do I smell jollof? Noodles? But I thought I smelled jollof.
This is not just any type of noodles. This is the new Tasty Tom Jollof Noodles.
The color is just like jollof. And the jollof tastes delicious.
Mommy, more, please.
Relax.
New Tasty Tom Jollof Noodles. Delicious noodles the Jollof way.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Ike, you are jogging since when?
New Freshio, a good source of vitamins A, B6, B12, D, and zinc that keeps you active and refreshed on the go.
Ike is so lively these days.
Since when?
Ike, your presentation is in 30 minutes. This is Ike's third meeting. He has been giving presentations non-stop.
You're so full of life these days, Ike. Since when?
Hey, it's Friday!
Party tonight?
After this long day of work, and you too, since when?
The New Freshio, nutritious goodness every day. Grab your bottle now. Glow Bracket Plus Plus is here, and every day is now Christmas. Existing Glow customers will get 400% bonus on every recharge and 100 MB data bonus on first recharge of the month. New customers will get an unmatched 1,000 Naira welcome bonus. To activate, buy a new Glow SIM today or dial *777# for existing Glow customers.
The biblical blessing of 70 does not only signal a time of gratitude for many, but a moment of reflection and appreciation to God for the gift of life. This is what played out as Nigerians from all walks of life gathered to celebrate an icon, a media guru and chairman emeritus of Dar Communications PLC, High Chief Raymond Dokpesi, on his platinum jubilee with a life full of impact. Olusheye Adiagbo reports that the Nigerian Television Authority also joined in celebrating this successful businessman. As Newsline brings to you the series of activities to mark Chief Raymond Dokpesi's 70th birthday.
A medical verdict gave him 35-year life expectancy due to health challenge, but he is at this mass thanking God that he is alive to double the benchmark. He has faced many trials and tribulations, even surviving the deadly COVID-19 attack last year. At 70, Raymond Dokpese keeps swearing higher, and for all of these victories, clergy say it is a demonstration of God's faithfulness. This, of course, amplifies series of other activities celebrating one many describe as a legend.
And I think he loves challenges, but so far he's been able to surmount a lot of the challenges that came his way. That's because he's a very resilient person.
It's an honor to be one of his sons, one of his children, and the most I can do is basically emulate him.
I pray that he continue to contribute towards our nation building.
From presentation of his autobiography titled The Handkerchief to the Tricycle performance that highlights the celebrant's journey through life, all was driven to encapsulate the twists and turns that culminated in its historical rise on the rung of national affairs.
Has contributed in building a better Nigeria, employing people.
I wish him all the best. I believe he will continue to do so. I pray that Nigeria grows more prosperous, that the country remains united to make it a better place, flowing with milk and honey.
The climax of the week-long Platinum Jubilee for the Edo State indigene High Chief Raymond Dokpese was this reception, graced by top personalities, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, politicians across party lines, and legends in the entertainment industry, among others. For the Chairman Emeritus of that Communications PLC, High Chief Raymond Dokpese, his wives, children, grandchildren, family and friends, this moment of celebration will linger for a very long time.
Congratulations, Chief Raymond Dokpese. Now to a medical fate. Remember the Nigerian saying that what you're looking for in Sokoto is right inside your Shokoto. Well, our next story is about a kidney patient who was both skeptical and apprehensive about the capacity of medical facilities and competence of personnel in the country. He thought his hope of survival is hinged on having a kidney transplant abroad, but he was denied access to travel several times. But guess what? He found solace right here in Nigeria. Is this a sign that medical tourism, as it is called, will soon end? Joseph Osin takes us through the story.
3 years ago, 46-year-old Oluwole, a film producer from Ekiti State, was diagnosed with kidney disease. By January this year, his condition deteriorated, compelling his doctors to refer him abroad for a kidney transplant. With support from family and friends, Oluwole approached the Indian embassy 4 different times, but was denied visa due to COVID-19 restrictions. Friends suggested he takes a chance at the Afe Babalola University Ado-Ekiti Teaching Hospital, where he eventually had a successful kidney transplant.
At first, I was skeptical because I was informed that I'm going to be the first patient the hospital will be carrying out a kidney transplant on. But my friend encouraged me to give it a chance. I later decided to try since I could not travel to India.
Though well known for its modern facilities and capability to carry out high-profile surgeries and treatments, Oluwole's case is the first successful kidney transplant procedure at the hospital.
I was able to produce as much as 600 units of urine per hour, which was a good test of a successful transplant.
He will be on drugs that we call immunosuppressants. So those drugs, they check the soldiers of his body. Because if those soldiers are not checked, they are going to attack the new kidneys and they are going to destroy it.
It is not just a life-saving opportunity for the patient, but also a dream come true for the founder of the teaching hospital, Afe Babalola.
It's also really joy because we have succeeded in making the world know that everything is possible in Africa.
The Afe Babalola University Teaching Hospital now has over 10 fully equipped theatres. Its success stories so far include over 100 open heart surgeries, and this maiden kidney transplant is a good omen that Nigerians no longer need to travel abroad before accessing quality health care.
Good news and very encouraging. Now to a celebration. It was time to reminisce and celebration all the way as Baptist Academy Old Students Association 76 to 89 sets converged on Lagos to mark its 40th graduation anniversary reunion gala and award ceremony. Imole Ayo Tukode Ogunfowora brings us highlights of the ceremony.
They are men in their 50s and 60s. They turned up with their family members, gorgeously dressed in their regalia, with matching caps to reminisce with their old classmates and friends, whom they have not seen in decades. Though fathers and possibly grandfathers, they displayed young boys' attitude when they took turns to share their experiences while at the academy 40 years ago.
You were the ladies' man. So would you remember if this belongs to Lola Gilizaris? What about Joker Williams? What about Tina?
Apart from celebrating 45 years of brotherhood and the projects the set has executed in the past years, this event also featured the launch of the Baosa 7681 Sets Education Endowment Foundation.
Let me say I was an indigent student myself. For my personal experience and the experience that a few others have had, we decided,
setting up this scholarship fund so that children who are finishing their primary school education can look at the advert of Baptist Academy and notice that little part of it that says scholarship available. We are launching this particular endowment with 5 billion naira.
So today what we're experiencing in this fellowship is enjoying the blessing of God. After 40 years of leaving school, it's not well, sadly we have lost a few of our members before now, and every year we remember them.
Baptist Academy taught us values. And there in our school hall, in 2 Timothy 3, it says, be thou an example. Today you have, those boys have become men. We still roll like teenagers because we see ourselves as boys.
Honorary Life Membership Awards were presented to deserving individuals who have contributed to the growth and progress of the set, while posthumous appreciation awards were also presented to 2 of the set's teachers and principals. Mr. Afolabi Ayelokun, a former principal, and Madam Margaret Ademosu, a former mathematics teacher, were also honored.
Look at people making you proud. Your children will make you proud.
Grateful to you, sir.
Congratulations to 76 to 81 sets. Now, as the year winds down, telecommunications giant and data solutions provider Globacom has rolled out a life-enhancing customer rewards promo tagged Joy Unlimited Extravaganza. This is part of the company's initiatives to spread joy and happiness among its teeming subscribers. Annie Daniels witnessed it all for Newsline.
Since coming on board 18 years ago, Globacom has continued to trail the blaze in the telecommunications industry, from introducing the per-second billing to several other innovations. Globalcom management says the company will keep making quality service delivery and unequaled benefits to subscribers its targets, which is also the reason behind the launch of Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza promo. Glow management says over 500,000 prizes, including fridges, television sets, and power generators are up for grabs by customers of the company across the country.
These are weekly prizes that will be won, and at the end of the month, the grand call of it all is the Kia vehicle. There are 5 of those to be won on a monthly basis. To qualify, just recharge 500 naira between Mondays and Friday. That qualifies you for the weekly draw. And if you recharge cumulatively 2,000 naira at the end of the month, that qualifies you for the monthly draw. The very important thing is that you must dial the USSD code, which is *611#.
The promo, Glow says, is for both old and new subscribers and will run from October 2021 to January 2022.
You will still enjoy your bonuses of Berekete. You will enjoy that. However, for this one, you must dial the USSD code to qualify.
We have home appliances. We have even the things that you use on your phone, ringback tunes, social media plan, data to be won. See, as long as you're recharging, there's a chance that you might just have to win.
We have more than enough for so many Nigerians. It's just our way of saying thank you to Nigerians for having, stuck with us, been with us for the past 18 years.
By dialing the USSD code *611#, Globalcom says its customers are in for a joyful and memorable festive season.
I have been the anchor presenting a gift to our consumers in all the time we have been doing the promo. So this one is going to come, and you trust me, you will witness people celebrating.
From telecommunications to a showroom, a new channel outlet by LifeMate Nigeria Limited, known as Homemate, which is designed to cater for the needs of its teeming customers, has been officially opened in Mowe, Ogun State, Nigeria. Adiola Komiakere, who was at the event for Newsline, reports on the thrills and frills.
The ambience of a home, to a great extent, determines the mood of individuals and even families. A well-decorated, cozy home eases the mind and dispels anxiety. Now, if you want to experience real comfort and beauty, LifeMate says it has you covered.
LifeMate's all their indoor and outdoor products have been certified by some. They met all the requirements of the standard, and I really congratulate them for that.
The company boldly declares its LifeMate Industrial Park Warehouse Exhibition Center the largest and most comprehensive furniture wholesale showroom and sales center in Nigeria.
The Warehouse Exhibition Center of LifeMate Group is officially opened.
Managing Director Lee Young reiterated the company's resolve to empower Nigerian youths with requisite skills, not only to make them self-reliant, but employers of labor.
LifeMate Group has been carrying the sense of mission and the responsibility of community, committed to driving local economy, improve more employment opportunities, reduce the cost of living, and strive to make its own contribution to the prosperity of Nigeria.
LifeMate stocks exquisite furniture of great quality made from locally sourced materials with Homemate promoting the brand. The company reveals what customers stand to gain, as well as the solid foundation in place for future businesses.
A gradual rebate method is adopted, and the rebate is directly offset against the purchase price.
And customer first, quality as foundation is our basic corporate philosophy. Elaborate plan, no defect is our quality standard for our work. Conditions improvement, exceeding customer satisfaction is our everlasting pursuit.
Some dealers of LifeMate express their confidence in the company and its products.
why they do a lot of sales promotion and discounts, so that Nigerians can actually take advantage of quality furniture products, courtesy LifeMates.
They are a company that's evolved in perfection and quality. So it just gets better by the year.
Established in 2002 with branches to serve the needs of its clients on the continent, LifeMates Nigeria Limited owns leading brands including HomeMate, BossMate, Joy Life, Tasty Life, Sunny Life, and DreamMate, as well as sanitary wares.
Let's pay some bills. We'll be back.
Again, let's gather as we celebrate the uniqueness of our cultural diversity, showcasing our creativity and ingenuity. It's the 34th National Festival of Arts and Culture, NAFEST 2021, in the ancient city of Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State, a land of honor and pride. Theme: celebrating national unity in diversity. Date: Saturday 13th to Saturday 20th November 2021. Highlights will include drama, children poetry performance, essay writing competition, crafts competition, indigenous cuisine, indigenous fabrics and royal apparel, cultural quiz competition, board games. Oh yes, it's the 34th National Festival of Arts and Culture, Ekiti 2021, Ekiti State, Nigeria. Date: 13th to 20th November 2021. We are celebrating our cultural heritage. Otumba Olusegun Rishewe, DG, National Council for Arts and Culture, announcer.
Man, get as it be. We dey find work, but sometimes even the package, no gree package, it dey frustrate. But with Trophy Lager beer and your honorables, we go help you package, everything fits balance. Even when everything no gree balance, your honorables go still stand by you. Whether na night or day, no matter the condition, your honorables go still stand by you. So that when the package don't finally set, everybody safe go gree. But no forget your honorables, the ones we stand by you. Now them must stay when you won't lick mouth. Because now who stand by you be your honorable.
Like a bird needs wings to fly, you need skills to be productive. No matter the level of your education, ITF can train you to acquire skills in areas like mechatronics, metal machining, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, information and communication technology, ICT, culinary art, and agriculture. Acquire a skill and transform yourself from being unemployed to becoming even an employer. Be a valuable Nigerian youth. Say no to unemployment and poverty. It's time. Industrial Training Fund, developing the nation's human resource.
Me and you, let's get to Ghana. Hey! Go and jump.
This is Ghana. You've come here to seek for greener pastures. Make it your worthwhile.
Any guinea fowl is Guinea. Guinea fowl has nothing to do with Guinea. It's just the name of the fowl.
So Ghana Jollof, what is it Nigerian beans?
What?
Have you made before?
No. Jasper! Help me!
Democracy on the move as Anambra State holds its governorship election Saturday, November 6. That's our focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week on the smooth conduct of the election. Tuesday Live, incisive and educative. Don't miss it.
History, is history. So either you know it or you don't.
I advise to the younger generation
is that they should learn from what we have started and what we have left.
I did things that ordinarily I should not have been doing. What that meant was that I was working hard.
Whatever assignment you are given in life, put in your best.
The military years were a disaster.
Smoldering effects of all that is what we are trying to cure.
Welcome back. Hero Premium Lager, a product of International Breweries PLC, says it is offering 50 million naira of business grant, training and mentorship to promote the Igbo Apprentice system, popularly known as Igba Boy scheme. The company stated this at the Alaba International Market, Lagos, during the awareness campaign of the scheme.
Heroes, nominate yourself or a qualified Nwaboy for the training program.
Igba Boy Tour, a campaign targeted at Igbo apprentices who are in their final year of graduation from the Igba Boy scheme with 50 million naira startup capital. The campaign tour was at the Alaba International Markets, Lagos, to create the much-needed awareness on the scheme and also to educate the apprentices in the market on how they can benefit from the ongoing program. The marketing manager and the brand manager explained that the campaign was at the market to invite the apprentices, Umu Boy, to submit their entries for consideration in conjunction with their trade masters.
With this particular initiative, Hero is promoting very deliberately the Igbo apprenticeship system to ensure that this legacy, this communal legacy, consistently grows and improves and becomes better and bigger. And we hope that with this particular initiative, we'll be able to impact the lives of many apprentices across the country.
The apprentices on their own have what it takes to start up their own business. The apprenticeship system, the Igbo apprenticeship system, as we know it, has 99% success rate. Nobody who passes through that system fails in business. So what we are equipping them with is just the modern tools for business success.
The campaign, which started in September, is expected to end in December 2021. It will traverse 6 main markets in the cities of Onitsha, Awka, Enugu, Owerri, Aba, and Lagos.
There are people who are intelligent, but they don't have the money based on the background where they are coming from. So this apprenticeship issue will help them a lot.
If I get it, it's okay for me. So I will be happy.
The premium lager brand says it has been at the forefront of recognizing and rewarding its consumers who are passionate about working hard and leaving a legacy wherever they go.
Initiative. Meanwhile, showcasing Nigeria in positive light to the rest of the world is a top priority for International Breweries PLC, manufacturers of Trophy Extra Special Stout. In line with this, the company is set to host a program tagged the Most Incredible Out of Nigeria International Stout Festival in November. Amaka Owo has details.
International Stouts Festival is celebrated annually on the first Thursday in November, and in about a decade of the celebration, this is the first time Trophy Extra Special Stout, a homegrown Nigerian brand, is enabling lovers of stout drink have another remarkable experience through the Most Incredible Out of Nigeria International Stout Festival.
Trophy Extra Special Stout is an incredible brand out of Nigeria, world class. We say world class, brewed with world class ingredients to delight our consumers and give them a true quality premium choice. So we thought to ourselves, how can we bring this experience, how can we put Nigeria on the map and celebrate what is the best out of Nigeria? And there was no better way than to do that by celebrating International Stout Festival, brought to you by Trophy Extra Special Stout.
The event will feature an array of Nigerian artists, and foreign rap star Jaru will be live to thrill audience.
Trust me, it's going to be a night of fun, it's going to be a night of entertainment, and it's going to be a night of stouts, because you'll see stouts and experience stouts in a way that you've never before.
To be part of this unique experience, log on to www.mostincredibleoutofniger.com as the portal is open and registration is free. The Trophy Extra Special Stout Festival will hold on the 13th of November in Lagos and 19th November in Port Harcourt. Trophy Extra Special Stout was launched last year despite the COVID-19 pandemic to meet the unique desires of numerous consumers.
Sounds interesting. That's Newsline for this week. Join us again for a fresh edition, same time next week. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
Lives are in your hands while you drive. Protect yourself and others on the road. Road Matters, shown on the network service of the NTA. Join us.
This vaccine is safe and it has been certified safe, usable by NAFTA.
Hello and welcome. It's time for another interesting package of
everything music. This is Talking Movies.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder. No.
Stop it! Welcoming you to your weekend for today.
Rise, oh, compatriots. It's time to use our voice.
Beyond 6 packs.
Bills. Pay the bills. Keep paying my telephone bills. Pay my bills. Welcome to Gallery.
Me and my partner this?
London for what?
London for medicine.
Medicine for what?
Medicine for coffee.
Are you sickness?
To our illness. Welcome to Gist Zone.
All right, my name is the Eselucien Wego One. Ona nyokoko no.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Hello there and welcome to Reflections. My name is Yusuf Nadabosno. This is a program that reaches you from the Nigerian Television Authority, the largest TV network in Africa. A program that invites personalities into our studios in order to talk about themselves and, of course, what they had in stock as they grew up throughout their lives and what the landmarks were as they left service, if they have really left service, and of course, how they are faring if they are still in service. Tonight, we shall be talking to one of our own, our elder, our leader, and of course, our father in journalism, I must say. And that's no any other person but Chief Olusegun Oshoba, the Akuru Rogun of Egba. Am I right?
Absolutely correct.
Right, and then you're also the Aremo of Ijebu.
Yes, correct.
Right. Chief Olusegun Oshoba was born on the 15th day of March